Wagwan and welcome back to Fitness and Fun. As you see from the title, in this video, I'm going to be covering how to build the chest muscles. So let's jump right into it. All right, before we jump into the exercise, I want you to do something for me. Position your arm like you have a dumbbell in it, and I want you to thrust across your body. All right? So when you do that, you go across your body, you can feel the activation in your chest muscle. Let me show you the difference when you can realize there's no activation. Same hand position, but go straight up. You can feel the muscle is not activated. So bringing your arm across your chest like that is targeting the upper chest. All right. Second movement is the bench press. Okay, we're going to pretend like we're doing a bench press, and we're just going to go straight in front of us. All right. Now do it with one arm. You feel that slight activation. Now do it, but go across the body. You feel the difference? So the bench press is a good movement, good exercise to build the chest muscles, but it's not what I would recommend to define them, to make them more defined. Last but not least, hand on your lower chest, position your arm like so, and thrust down and across your body. Same thing happens. You feel that activation. So when it comes to building the chest muscles, I always recommend using resistance, using a pulley system that will target your chest more accurately. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to get my approximate timer started. Each of these exercises, you're going to aim for 1 minute rest between each of them. And we're going to target upper, middle, and lower chest. All right, so I got 50 pounds loaded up, and I'm gonna start with my center of my chest. I'm gonna position my body downward so I can mimic the bench press movement, and I'm gonna make sure I isolate that middle chest, okay? So we're gonna go for 12. Let's do it. Now, as you can see, facing the ground, I'm trying to get a nice squeeze. Remember to breathe and exhale and squeeze those abs so you keep a nice core. And one for good measure. Okay, so that was targeting the center of your chest. When you go up, make sure you keep an angle, about a 45-degree angle with your arms, and then come down and tighten that angle, squeezing it. Don't have to lock out your elbows at all, but just make sure you get a nice squeeze. Now, after that workout, take yourself a 1 minute rest, and then jump into the second movement, which we're gonna target the lower chest. Same weight, use a weight that's comfortable. I always recommend a weight that when you're at your 12 mark, you feel like you can do 3 more without pushing it, without have to stress the movement. So I always recommend that. Find that weight. For me, that weight is around, I think 55 pounds or so on each side. 55 pounds each side. All right, let's go. Make sure you stand up as straight as possible and down, across the hands. You see that? And I always go across each side. 4, right hand over left hand. 5, left hand over right hand. Focus on your breathing. 12. Hold my head down because I'm focused. Always focus on my posture. Focus on how I'm targeting the muscle. Make sure I'm isolating it. When you can feel and you have that mind and muscle connection, you can feel if you're isolating the muscle properly. So Last but not least, the upper chest. Now, I would recommend getting a resistant band. My pulley system, I could use it, but the pulley line is not long enough for me to be comfortable moving it. I would recommend using strong resistant bands, getting it attached to something that's sturdy, that it won't slip out and slap you in the back. So having it behind you is a better starting point. So you have that resistance pulling you backwards, because when you're eccentrically controlling the weight, you're stronger that way. That means controlling the weight down. You're stronger controlling the weight down than moving it up. You're stronger in that motion. I guarantee you, for example, if you can manage 45 pounds, lifting it upwards, if I give you about 60 pounds just to slowly carry down, you could manage it. So eccentrically, you're stronger. Attach the weight behind you slightly and do this movement. So for me, I'm not gonna attach it. I don't have an attachment back there. All I'm gonna do is use my resistance band, put it under my foot, slightly put my foot behind me, and I'm gonna do this movement. Now, each side, 12 reps. Try to isolate the muscle. Keep that arm in that 45-degree angle. Let's go. Focus on your breathing. All right, the muscles needs oxygen. You need to breathe in a rhythm. I would always recommend breathing out on the push, locking up the core, making sure you're nice and tight. All right, 12 on this side, let's go. Remember, you're not doing a dumbbell curl, so you don't need to do this with the arm. Just need to lock it, 5, and back and forth. Keep it under control. 10, my Alexa is going off. 11 and 12. Now, again, make sure you keep the tension on the muscle. Make sure you keep focused on how you're isolating the muscle and don't let it get away from you. Resistant bands are very good to have. This one is actually made mostly for the back, but as you can see, I can utilize it in different ways. If you don't have a cage, you can use resistant bands to do all these workouts. So again, bench press is not, I wouldn't put that to the corner. But if you wanna define your muscles, isolate them, and get them in different variations, I would recommend using a pulley system or using resistant bands. So this video covers how I would recommend isolating the chest muscles and building them. If you like this video, leave a comment down below. Try it out, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And you know the motto, you know the team. Let's get fit and stay fit. But most importantly, have fun with it. Peace.